Hello and welcome to Dragon Age Keep. This is the selection of choices that we have made from Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, and it allows you to transfer your save file from both of those games into Dragon Age Inquisition. So basically this is going to be a video going over all of the choices that have been made in the previous two games. Now I have gone over all of these choices, so they should be correct, but if you see anything that isn't, please feel free to tell me and I'll see what we can do. Right, let's start with hero. So, our hero from Origins is alive and well, which is good. Let's go on to our companions next. Our companions from Origins, we have Romance Morgan, which led into other stuff in the, Witch Hunt DLC. We recruited Dog. We persuaded the Reverend Mother to release Sten. The other option was to leave him in the cage, which would have led to him dying in Lothering. I think those were the two options. And yeah, and then we recruited Sten. And I think you could free him and not recruit him. And I don't know if that's quite right, but I think you can do that. We then found his sword and returned it. All of that went pretty well. We recruited Wynne. Wynne is now alive and well. And yes, the other options for Wynne, I think is, yeah, she died at the circle or the warden killed her after poisoning the urn. So we didn't do either of those, or you don't recruit her. So all of that was pretty standard. Leliana is alive and well. I believe she could die several times as well, like at the urn, yeah. Or she left after the urn, so, you know, it's not really that big a deal. Let's head back over here. Loghain was not recruited by us and was instead killed by Alistair. Loghain could be recruited by us. Loghain could be killed by Alistair in a duel. Loghain could have died for the Archdemon, or he could be alive and well, which actually could be quite fun in Inquisition if that had happened, but it didn't, so we're going to move on. Or he's killed by us, so. We did recruit Oghren. We recruited Zevran, and he is alive and well. Another option for Zevran is he betrays you in Denerim. If he doesn't like you enough by the time that you're in Denerim or something, there's a chance that he will just, he'll appear, a bunch of crows will appear to come and kill you. And Zevran will then join them, and then, you know, that's not very good. Especially as it puts your party down to 3. So, Alistair became king, which is the only outcome when Alistair kills Loghain, because that's the only way that he can kill Loghain. I believe if it's just executes him. I don't know if Duel gives a different option, but these are the ones I know. And Warden and Alistair were not lovers, which is important because if we were, we could have convinced him to do things with Loghain, I think. Somewhere. We could have become queen or something if we were playing a female character. And we acquired the grimoire by defeating Flemeth. Flemeth is dead, in quotation marks. She's not actually dead though, as we've already found out. So what were our choices in the game? In the prologue, we fed the Ostagar prisoners the guard's lunch. So we forced the guard to give the prisoner his stuff. And we cured the Mabari Hound, because that allows you to recruit Dog. Where should we go next? Let's go down here. Nature of the beast. We brokered peace between the werewolves and the elves, which means that I believe we got the elves on our side, but they weren't at full strength or something. We brought Kemen and Genya together. They were the two who were like, should we be together? I don't know. And then we just said yes, and they went and did it. So we saved the Hala, who was sick. He needed a survival skill or something. Didn't tell Athras about his wife's fate. That's because his wife asked us not to tell Athras about her fate when she was a werewolf or something. So that's what we did there. Brought Varathor and Ironbark. That allowed us to get a special bow. I don't know why this is a specific option that's important, but I suspect they just went for a whole bunch of options that may or may not be important, just to kind of make you not know exactly which ones were important. And we returned Dagon to the Dalish camp. He was just a random archer or something who was injured, or hunter. Right, paragon of her kind. Just the one in Orzammar. We defeated Branka, the other options were we defeated Caradon. I think those were the only two options there. Yeah, we either defeated Branka gave up, or we joined forces against Caradon, which is what we tried to do originally, but things did not go our way. We were very much outnumbered. It's because we took Shale with us down into the Orzammar thing. It was 3v a number, like a large number of golems, and basically we were not quite high enough level to do that, so, you know, a little disappointed, but that's fine. It worked out for our character story better anyway. Dagna is the person who went to study at the, who wanted to study at the mage college, and basically we allowed her to do that, or the mage circle. Haramount rules Orzammar. He's the one who wanted it to be insulated but was also fair, and the other guy wanted it to expand out into the surface but was a little bit underhand. Let's go for that. We didn't encounter Mardi or have a son with Mardi. That is because we were not a dwarf noble, I think. I think that would have to be our origin. It's either that or dwarf commoner, but we didn't do either. We said Ruck died to his mother. That's what Ruck asked us to do, so we did it. We proved the Legion of Dead was connected to a noble house, and we returned a tome to the Shaperate. We helped create a chantry. We then made somebody go and, well, somebody who was in trouble went to the chantry. We did not complete the lyrium deal because you needed to have 50 sovereigns on you at the time, and we did not have 50 sovereigns, so the deal just didn't happen. And we helped Orta join the assembly, because she was rightfully, like, we proved that she was of a noble house. Okay. Broken Circle next. We supported the mages, first enchanter survived, and we did not agree to Colin's request to kill them all. That's about it. There's not really too many options in the circle. The other options are you supported the Templars, Irving didn't survive, and you killed all the mages. Right. Arl of Redcliffe. Actually, there's one before the Arl of Redcliffe, actually, here. Urn of Sacred Ashes. Urn was not poisoned. The other option, Urn was poisoned. So, you know, not a lot of options there. Arl of Redcliffe. We helped Redcliffe fight. We helped them prepare. We freed Bevan, but then when he offered his grandfather's sword, we did take it because we weren't going without reward. We helped Owen's daughter escape the castle. Isolde is alive because Connor died because we accidentally went upstairs, and apparently that triggers the boss fight. And we gave Bella the ownership of the tavern. Hopefully that has some impact, because you can go to Redcliffe and Inquisition, so that would be interesting. Okay, Denerim. So Landry was alive. We told Ban Sigurd about his Oswin who was being tortured. We brought the scroll that was religiously important to Sister Justine. We did not complete Slim Caudry's crime wave, but I think that's because we either didn't encounter him or we needed to be in the right origin story to do this. As far as I can tell, it's either complete or did not complete, and we never got that option, so I assume it was just not available to us. Helped clear customers out of the Pearl, because that gave us gold. Handled Crimson Ores, same. We gave Alstana Imeric's ring. Alstana was somebody who was being tortured or something in the, who was it? Whatever the guy's title was, Keep. Basically, we saved him. We didn't return the amulet to the beggar, but we didn't find the amulet, so I don't know how we could have done that. We did complete Master Ignacio's assassinations. Don't know what impact that'll have, but we did it. We helped Alistair find his half-sister Goldana, and we sent Marjolaine away instead of killing her. What's interesting, actually, if we go back in here, is that it says sent Marjolaine away under Denerim, not under the companion Leliana. Which is interesting because it could mean that you can encounter Marjolaine even if Leliana is dead. Which I've never seen, but I think that would be interesting. The Landsmeet. Alistair rules. That's because that was the only outcome of him killing Logain. Other options, Alistair and Honora rule. Alistair and a warden rule together if you were playing a female warden. Anora rules by herself, or Anora and the warden rule, which you can only do if you were a human noble, because you would be able to be in charge because you're a noble. Battle of Denerim, Warden killed the Archdemon, but we didn't die because we had the god baby with Morgan. The other option is Alistair kills the Archdemon, which he can also survive by having a god baby with Morgan. Or Loghain kills the Archdemon, and I believe he could also survive by having a god demon with Morgan. A god baby with Morgan. Was that one I missed? I don't remember going over that option. Must have been in Companions, must have not gone back to it. Yes, Morgan had a god baby with the Warden. The other options are with Alistair, with Loghain, or a human baby with the Warden. Or Morgan did not have a baby. I wonder what impact that would have for Witch Hunt. Probably not very much. Anyway. Awakening expansion. Let's jump in here. The Warden allowed the Architect to live, which may or may not be the right option. We protected Amaranthine, Nathaniel died, and Orgwin and Felsi parted on bad terms. Now, specifically it says Nathaniel died, and that's because we didn't protect the Keep and Amaranthine, because I didn't know how to do that. I assume you would have had to have protected the Keep then gone to Amaranthine, or something like that. But I was uncertain that if we left Amaranthine we would be able to protect both, so I didn't. Anyway, Nathaniel died. It doesn't say Ogren died, although Ogren was also at the Keep, and in the after thing it said everyone at the Keep was dead, so I don't know what happened there, but, you know, could mean that Ogren comes back later. So, which DLC's next? Oh, Warden's Keep DLC was next. We gained the power of blood, no idea what effect that had, but it gave us a really bad ability. Maybe there was a way to advance it further if we didn't do this. It says, we slayed Sophia and allowed Avernius to continue ethical research, but if we allowed him to continue non-ethical research, then maybe we would have got more abilities. Who knows? Stone Prisoner DLC is Shale. He's alive and well. The people who were in his quest are both alive and neither are possessed, and then we recruited him. The other options, he's dead, they're possessed, I think. Those are the only other options. And the Witch Hunt DLC. We went through the Alluvian with Morgan. The other options, we didn't go through the Alluvian, or we stabbed Morgan through the Alluvian, which I believe is the exact same as didn't go through the Alluvian, because Morgan appears in Inquisition, so presumably she isn't dead. Or maybe she hates the Warden a little bit after doing that. Anyway. Let's go on to Dragon Age 2. So, our hero was diplomatic at the end. He could have been diplomatic, humorous, or aggressive. It says he was diplomatic, and I kind of agree. I don't know if we can confirm this, but I think diplomatic's the one we went with the most. I would almost say humorous is a possibility, but I don't know. I think diplomatic fits us. It didn't quite import right, so I had to guess some of these, which is a little unfortunate, but it's what happened. Companions! There are a lot of companion stuffs. We romanced Fenris, we also romanced Isabella, and we romanced Anders, but it only needs you to have one. We were friends with Varric at the end, opposed to rivals with Varric, I think? Yeah. Bethany died while escaping Lothering, and Carver died in the Deep Roads. Carver could have become a Templar, or he could have become a Grey Warden, depending on how we had things set out. If we didn't take him to the Deep Roads, he would have been a Templar. If we didn't, if we'd brought Anders with us to the Deep Roads, he would have been a Warden, and there were no other options. Bethany died while escaping Lothering, but she could have also been the other two if we had been a different class. Bartrand was killed. The other option is he's still alive, I think. Yeah, it's just was not killed, but he's mad. Bethany did not live to see the Mage Templar War. This is important because Bethany could have been on a side in the Mage War because she's a mage. Helped Varric discover the cause of the haunting, that's just finishing his quest. and we made him not keep the idol. We recruited Isabella, and Isabella then returned with the book to us, and then we gave her to the Arashok to see what would happen. Fenris is alive and well. The other option, he has a few other options I think. He could have been returned to his Devinter master, he could have been alive and well and still pursued, he could have died, and or he could have joined Hawk. So there we go. Merrill stayed with Hawk, and Merrill is alive and well. Like the other options, he did not stay with Hawk, or and she was not alive and well. So there we go. Didn't approve of Anders' actions at the Chantry, definitely, and then we executed Anders. You could have him still be alive and all that sort of stuff. And Merrill did not destroy the Alluvian, which I hope has some implications for Inquisition, although it probably doesn't, just because Alluvians were important. Aveline married Donic, Aveline stayed with Hawk, we recruited Sebastian. There is nothing else with Sebastian at all, which is a bit weird. Meryl's clan was killed. We could also have had the outcome where her clan was not killed from that same quest that we killed them in, but, you know, it's just a thing that happened. In the, what's it called? The DLC I didn't like. The something. We didn't make Talos angry, and we kissed Talos. Made her angry, or we never met Talos. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how that worked. I don't remember what that DLC was called. We had Legacy and something Assassin, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's out here somewhere. It's so unimportant, it just hasn't appeared. Okay, so... Prologue. We join the mercenaries. The other option is you join the smugglers. That is your only option now. Act 1, we fought against the Templars. We returned Seamus to the Viscount when he was kidnapped. Guinness died. She was, I believe, trying to capture Seamus, I think. We returned Martin's cargo tour. Who was Kelder? Kelder was the son of the magistrate, yes. And if we hadn't killed him, that would have led to future quests. We killed Danzig, who was another mage. He's a slaver. There we are. He was trying to enslave Fenrir. We didn't tell the truth about Gizane's wife's death. We solved the mysteries of the missing miners. We didn't blackmail Sir Thrask. Aduna is alive and well. She was the exotic wonder from the east, as in the one who we met in the Rose. We reinstated Karen with the Templars, we sent Fenrir to the Circle, defended Ketagen from the Canary, and we killed Karas. Nothing really exciting happened in Act 1. Act 2, we didn't kill Giscard because he wasn't the evil guy. We discovered the looter of Hubert's caravans, and he isn't dead. It has him as a skull, which usually means he's dead, but he wasn't dead. So, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't make a difference either way. We saved Iwan when we had the option to save one or the other. We attacked the raiders without the help of the guard. We made Fenrir tranquil on the request of the leader of the Circle. We didn't side with Fenrir against the Canary. We refused it and then fought against him. And we also didn't side with Patrice, which means that she got an arrow through the heart. Jarvis is alive and well at the end of it. He's the person who we thought was trying to steal the black powder, but wasn't. And then we didn't kill the Arashok, because we gave him Isabella. Act 3, Hawk offered to help Nuncio, and then help him find Zevran. Then we let Zevran go. We handed the conspirators we found to Osurno. We returned Emil to the Circle when we went out to find all the mages. Nathaniel did not survive Legacy, so we did not meet not Legacy, Awakening, so we didn't find him here. We reunited Sherard and Gamlin, that's his daughter Gamlin. We sided with the Templars, we gave Karen to Templars, and we killed the dragon at the Bone Pit. Okay, so there is nothing more for... Yeah, that's all of Dragon Age 2. There were a lot less options in Dragon Age 2 that were important, but that was because it's on a much smaller scale, so it doesn't really matter. Inquisition, obviously we're not going over there because we haven't done it yet. And that's it. That is the entirety of our choices from Dragon Age Origins to Dragon Age 2. And I hope to see you later this week for the start of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thank you for watching. See you then. Goodbye.